Hello everybody, this is Kathy from Nothing So Strange, and I am slightly late to the game and doing a VR to Rachele at Amethyst Ascension. 11 favorite decks of the moment. I was really tempted before I did this to make a little frame that said Employee of the Week and put it around the decks as I pulled them out, because it is supposed to be a your mind could change in 5 minutes favorite 11 decks. I also appreciate that we're supposed to choose 11, which I know that there are a lot of esoteric reasons and whatnot to choose 11, but it just makes me think of Nigel Tufnell and Spinal Tap. I really hope y'all can't hear all the outside noise. There's a lot of traffic out there tonight. Apparently, the Budweiser Clydesdales were walking down the street a block from here today. No one tells me anything, so I missed all that. Although I saw a video, it wasn't that exciting. Anyway, I digress. My 11 favorite decks of the moment. Number 1, the Xultun. I think it's called the Xultun. I just got this. Bought some old decks from an incredibly generous person on Facebook, who basically I got them all for shipping. And this one is so exciting. This is a 70s deck. It's using Mayan imagery. It might have been one of the first that made a big picture when you put it all together. I've been reading up on it a little bit. I haven't had a chance to deep dive yet, but it does make a very large picture. This is actually the first time I've done this. So you get the idea. But Mayan cosmology is just so incredibly wild, and this is so colorful and so wonderful, and I'm sure y'all can hear that. That was actually a good sound effect for the death card. Anyway, I just feel like everybody on here is dancing. Even the more violent cards, and the Tower. Yeah, the Mayans did love their blood sacrifices. The suits, we've got jades and cups. Each one's a different color. We've got lords and ladies and warriors and servants as the court cards. The cups are all kind of blue. The staffs are this kind of salmon color. The swords are yellow. Just amazing. I'm so excited about this. And look, it was signed by the creator. And in love. Absolutely in love. That's going to be half the video right there, because I am so in love with this deck. Although, not sure how I'll work with it yet. Man, I'm going to study up. Okay, something radically different for the second deck. I made myself a rule. I hardly have any videos at all yet, so I could not repeat a deck I talked about at length, so that made this easier. Here's the Guardian of the Night Tarot, and I've actually got 2 MJ Cullinane decks that I'm going to talk about, and I'd have the Crow in there, except I already talked about that in a video, I think. So, I adore this. I haven't spent a whole lot of time with it yet. There's a massive sale on it. Hay House, so I got it really cheap. And I was doing the weekly card pull a couple weeks ago with the Hermit's Cave Facebook group, and pulled this out, and like this is the first time the deck really went, whoa, look at me, to me. So I've been playing with it a lot since then. And there's so many elephants on this deck. You know, she's got elephants in a lot of decks, and you want to get me to buy a deck, put some elephants in it. So I like animal decks, I like collage decks, I like fantastical decks, and so this is not for you if you don't like spiders, because they are through here a couple of times, but it is just an amazing, amazing deck. Okay, so that was number 2. I have a feeling that I'm not moving fast enough. And like I said, number 3, Urban Crow. This might be the first one of hers that I decided I absolutely needed. It's the mass market. And it has the beautiful backs, and I do so much love crows. And the crows living their lives are just so, I love that one. Look at the little crow coming in the door. White crow for anomaly, crow and a wire for balance. Just wonderful. All right. That was deck number 3. The next 2 are both going to be mass markets that have been around for a little while. I do love my low Scarabeo mass markets. The Ghost Tarot. I know this is... I didn't do any research before I started. You know, this is a little bit old now. And I can't believe I don't see this more, because it is so fantastic. I wonder if it's because people who would really appreciate what's going on with the deck and its sense of, you know, absence and sorrow and loss and spooky mystical things happening. I think maybe the name might make them think it's going to be sort of camp or something, when it is just remarkable. Look at that 5 of Cups. Oh, and this Chariot. How wonderful is this Chariot? So, yeah, it's underappreciated. It's absolutely beautiful. There's a sort of unearthly light in a lot of the pictures. It's mostly RWS. And whoops. A couple of my favorites back here. The 2 of Wands. The Fool. Love it. And I was also showing you the Gustav Dore, which the choices made on this deck were so fantastic. It's got pretty backs. But I should have gotten this more in order. But I think that, oh, okay, here we go. Look at the 7 of Cups. Look at the Moon. Cups. Good Tower. Ah, look at the Knight of Pentacles. And look at Death. I believe that's an illustration for the Raven. Strength is Daniel in the Lion's Den. A lot of his, oh, this is probably my favorite High Priestess ever. A lot of his work had a religious orientation to it. Not all, and I can't even tell you what percentage did. But if that puts you off, you might not like this. But otherwise, I think everybody should have this. Oh, here's our Fool. Alright, so what am I even up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 11 sitting here, so I won't go over. Oh, alright. Number 6, the Southern Gothic Oracle. Or, as I like to call it, something that looks a lot like my backyard. And I have the Haunts expansion mixed in here. And I need to get some fanning powder on these because they're a little bit sticky. They don't glide at all. So that's my only complaint about them. But they really, seriously, got possums in the yard. Got a live oak in the yard. This is about as far north as they come. Up here, got sassafras in the yard. Had a raccoon move onto the rooftop deck a year ago. We encouraged him to leave last summer, but he's pretty cute. Right now I'm in Petersburg. That's just below Richmond. The Vampire of Richmond and Hollywood Cemetery is, I mean, me and this legend go way back. This is just such a wonderfully evocative deck. You don't very often hear people say the painter, but I have friends who do. And so it's really nicely representative of the South. And the Haunts expansion is the spooky legends of the South. I wonder if she's drawing the what's the name of the record place in Memphis where Elvis first recorded? I have a t-shirt and I can't remember. It'll come to me 5 minutes after I upload this. Anyway, just fantastic. Yeah, we got dogwoods in the yard. We got mockingbirds in the yard. You know we have hurricane lamps because we have a lot of hurricanes. So, anyway. Fabulous, fabulous deck. Good reader. Some surprising keywords and interpretations there too. Now, I was talking about the Tarot Mystical Moments. One of the last ones I recorded. And the Oracle. Oh, elephants in a deck, I'm telling you. The Oracle is so spectacular. And I know there's so many walkthroughs of this and so many people use it. I don't have to really belabor how wonderful the card names are and how beautiful the colors and just what a wonderful deck it is. Look at the Mermaid's Love. And where's some other favorites? Rain Today. Like the Gardener. Sleeping Beauty's Dream. Oh, I really like Can You Hear Me? I even like the ones that are a little sadder. Stranded. How nice is that? So, gorgeous. So we are up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We have Lenormands coming next. I love Pixie's Astounding Lenormand, which was stitched together by Edmund Zabrowski from Pixie's artwork. I think he did a really cool job of keeping true to her art and true to the Lenormand. It's a funny looking little dog. So, yeah, this is good. It's a really good size for a Lenormand. It's fun to read with. Pretty backs. And George. This one, I think Rachele in her initial video was talking about decks that smell good. I don't know what it is about this deck, but it smells so very good. It's in a side-by-side box. It has these gorgeous backs. And can you see that? Got that. No, you can see it there. The gold is so nicely done. And it really has this 1001 Nights feel. It's just such a nice reader. We have extra Lady and Man cards. And some of the work is very delicate and always with that beautiful, beautiful gold. I love that. And she has some extra cards in here too. These are nice. That was only half the deck. And it has a nice chunky book, as they say. Alright, I'm down to my last two. Second to last one, y'all are going to laugh because this is just the campiest, cheapest thing ever. But I could not resist it. I just got it a couple weeks ago. And this is put out by the Golden Gate National Park, San Francisco. It is so camp. I think this was $8.95, but it has surprisingly good keywords. And they're all matched to pictures from the Golden Gate Park. I mean, now come on, how cool is this? How hard-hearted do you have to be to not think that this is the most amazing, fun? I didn't show you the back. Most amazing and fun deck. Relax with tea and cake. What am I skipping? Oh, seals. And all the photos are labeled so you know what you're looking at. A lot of vintage photos. A lot of history. And I know you're all going to want to run out and get this, so it's available on the Golden Gate National Park website. That should be easy to find. Anyway, it's just an absolute hoot. And yet, actually usable. Okay, and that's number 10. I am down to my last deck already. And there's time to go in the box. Okay, you can just sit here. Last deck. Love this. I haven't seen too many walkthroughs of this. Folklore, Oracle, Mike Bass. And I absolutely adore this. It had a nice little book with it. Who's this by? Watkins. It's by Watkins. But the book does a good job of explaining the meaning of all the cards. There are a lot of trees. There are animals. There are figures from folklore. And it really is all around the world. Like, here's Mothman. Here's the Banshee. Look at that card. How wonderful is she? Dryad. Ooh, spooky. Boo-boo-shaw. Owl. Black shuck. I love that. So, absolutely wonderful. I do a lot of morning pulls of this, you know. If you're going to have a Sasquatch kind of day, it's good to be warned going in. Oh, I like the yew tree. Okay, spider warning. We got a headless rider. I do like the book for if a lot of cultures have a cougar or an elk or something doing important things, then he tells you, and sometimes we got a more specific figure, very local, and so you get the story about that. Okay, I can't go through the whole deck. So, those are my top 11 decks as of this particular moment in time, this particular day. Could very, very easily change depending on what shows up in the mail tomorrow. But thank you for watching along. Have a great night. And thanks to Amethyst Ascension for this tag. This has been a lot of fun.